Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hi, everyone. This is Tammy Patzer, and I'm really excited to be part of the Champions Mentoring for a Change project sponsored by Memories in a Mansion. And today, I have two lovely people with me who are movers and shakers in the world of helping other people and mentoring. And we're going to be taking a deeper dive with the conversation with author LaWanna G. Bradford and talking more about her participation in the Champions Mentoring Creates Change book project. And of course, we're going to talk with the Champions and Memories in a Mansion founder and creator, Diana Alde Regia. So first, I'm going to go to Diana so that she can tell us a little bit more about the Memories in a Mansion program and the Champions book project. Diana.
Hi, Tammy. Thank you very much for having us. Memories in a Mansion is a global leadership academy that's going to impact 10 million plus women, young women exiting or aging out of the foster care system, victims of domestic violence, and trafficking as well. They're going to be in an in-house program where they will be there for 4 months. And they'll get everything from personal development, self-love, self-care, hygiene, to business skills, public speaking skills. We're creating a new normal for them. We're giving them the tools and skills so that when they exit after the 4 months and they transition into the real world, and we have other people in transition, other people that they will transition to, they will be there and they'll have all the tools to succeed. They'll be able to talk to people confidently. They'll be able to hold their own and know that their voice matters.
Wow, I think that's a great idea.
Thank you.
When your program happens, maybe we'll come back and interview them on some shows, and that would be really cool. So I'm sorry, I just got this idea and I wanted to share. So tell me more about the Champions book project, Diana.
Yes, I'd be happy to. Champions Mentoring Creates Change is an anthology with phenomenal authors all explaining how they overcame challenges. We all have them. Some are health challenges, others are physical challenges, others are job related, others are just personal related, some are family. None of us are free of any challenge. We all have something that we've overcome, and the more challenges we overcome, the more we grow. That's what makes us who we are. That's what makes us wise. So that's how we're raising awareness and funds for the program.
Well, it definitely is a very important program, and I'm really happy to be part of it. And I'm really excited to learn more about you, LaWanna. You have such a phenomenal background, so I'm going to let everybody know more about you. So LaWanna G. Bradford, and she's actually written a chapter in the book, and it's all about character, your not so invisible force. I really love that headline. It grabbed me and makes a lot of sense. But LaWanna is a serial entrepreneur and global leader in the strategic planning and performance management arena. She is the COO of the Bradford Group, a commercial and investment mortgage brokerage, and the principal of the Bradford Group Consulting, a business management consulting firm. As a change agent, she leverages her 30-plus years of experience working with federal and private industries to guide individuals towards achieving growth, understanding their market position, and increasing awareness of the customers they serve. She believes life should be embraced in the moment of now, and that positive transformation in life and in business is achieved one strategy at a time. So welcome, LaWanna.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Tammy. Hi, Diane. Diana.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
This is a really interesting topic that you've written about character. And again, the way you described it, character, you are not so invisible force. So before I ask you to tell me more about you, tell me a little bit more about why you decided to write this chapter about character, and what does that mean, not your so invisible force?
Sure. Well, when Diana has been courting me, if you will, to be a part of this wonderful experience for a year now. And I finally came on board. And one of the things that we talked about, I asked her, where did she need me to feed in? You know, what was the overall topic? And so she mentioned to speak about character. And for me, and I apologize because I lost the second part of your question. Your sound.
I just wanted to ask you more about your character chapter and
Sure.
about the invisible force,
Yes.
not so invisible force.
Yes, I apologize. Your sound is fading in and out, so I'm catching pieces of it. But you're not. How I came up with the chapter, the title of the chapter, is most of us we are so consumed with our reputation, right? What people think about us, how we're perceived, and that starts very, very young. And I think it's embedded in the need for acceptance, the need to belong, and that may be even heightened as we have certain insecurities that we have to get over in life. But that's really not what's most important. What's most important is realizing who you truly are, your authentic self. And that's why I titled it that it is actually that invisible, it's an invisible force. It is truly, or that not so invisible force, because we think that people really can't see who we truly are, but it's very much demonstrative in our actions, in our values, in our attitudes, and in those interactions with others.
Well, I read a little bit of the chapter, and it grabbed me, and I'm looking forward to finishing reading it. So tell me a little bit more about you and what finally convinced you to become part of the Memories in a Mansion and the Champions book project.
Oh my goodness, she twisted my arm. And actually, we were just talking about sort of the win-win component, and I went back and refreshed myself on what the mission and vision was for this. And even though the women that we are ultimately going to touch and influence, it may not be my background, but I think as women, we can create a relatable story and face that can help enhance the life of others, you know, through our experiences. So it may not be a shared background, but I think as women, we do have shared experiences on different scales.
So are you involved with other women's organizations that are supportive?
Yes. The primary one is Women's Prosperity Network. I'm actually the Atlanta chapter leader. And the purpose of WPN is to help encourage and support women through the art of collaboration to achieve the highest versions of themselves. And I think that falls very much in line with my values.
And it sounds like everything that Diana's project, Memories in a Mansion, aligns with the one philosophy that, of course, comes from Nancy Matthews, who's one of the leaders in the Women's Prosperity Network. So it seems like everything is in good alignment. So tell me a little bit more about who you are today, LaWanna.
Who I am. I am a woman who is very determined, unapologetically so, to make a change in the world by teaching women, especially, the art of strategic shift and flow. Oftentimes when we think about, you saw my background talks about strategic planning and performance management, we think of it as a tactical exercise, that check mark to say, okay, been there, done that, set my goals, set my measures, but it's far more than that. It's actually being able to create an alignment of who you are, where you want to go, and then navigate through the fields of life. And if you are able to change your thinking to one of strategic thinking, you literally can see, I like to call it outside of the matrix, and you can connect the dots. You can see the obstacles before they become stumbling blocks, and you can position yourself so that it becomes a stepping stone for you. So again, it's just a different way of looking at what I believe is intrinsically within us, that through God was placed within us, but we get so bogged down with the noise that we're unable to hear that silent voice, and it's really a strategic barometer, if you will.
So how did you get involved in some of these different things? And tell me a little bit more about what you see as your big life's mission and passions.
Sure. To just be a little transparent, 5 years ago, I was diagnosed with cutaneous T-cell lymphoma. And so I think with that, my focus changed a little bit, where my passion has always been strategy. I've been doing it 30 years. I love it. I could talk about it all day long. But this time I thought, well, I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for businesses. And I think at the point of being diagnosed and going through, the mortality statements and all of that, I thought, well, how can I take this skill set and this gift that God has given me and translate it to a greater good? So beyond just businesses, but then how can individuals use it? So that's really how I came to this point in this message and my legacy. And I tell everyone, my life, whether it be long or short, I pray that I touch as many people as possible so that they're able to live their life to the fullest, to the highest purpose that they were intended to live for this moment in time, with the impression that only they can make in this world because it was divinely inspired. That's my message, and that's my legacy.
Wow, that's quite the message. So with that, what is one of the best pieces of advice you've ever received?
Sure. That's easy. And there's two pieces, if I can share. One was given by my mother and the other was by my father. When I graduated from high school, my mother said to learn from the mistakes of others because you cannot live long enough to make them all yourself. My father said, find something in life that you'd be willing to do for free and you'll never work a day in your life. Those two have been the bookends of my life from the day I graduated from high school to now. I've never varied from that. And I can say that I live my life fully, joyfully. I've enjoyed every day of quote unquote work that I've done because it's never felt like work to me.
So as you look back at your life, what do you hope will be your greatest contribution?
My greatest contribution, I think I explained that. I think it's shifting the mindset of women, helping them to realize that there's really no limitations. The limitations are those which you place on yourself. And it almost sounds very, very commonplace. You hear that message all the time. And women, they nod. And it's like, yeah, I believe that. But they really don't, because if they did, I think we would see the world not in the state of chaos that it is. So I believe that if I'm able to touch one life and then that translates on, then we'll be able to change our families, we'll be able to change our communities, and ultimately the world.
So what is your superpower?
My superpower is I am sort of like, Superman could see through walls. I literally am able to see the essence of a person and that diamond within, and I can literally help them navigate from one level to the other quite easily. I can see how the dots connect. And in my past, I've worked with CEOs, top executives of organizations to get them to the next level. So it's interesting. It's almost like I look at someone and I see a map. And so I just help them to sort of peel back the veil from their eyes so that they in turn can see it.
Wow, that is a superpower. And that is such a gift, too. And I know you've mentioned that a few times about the gift from the divine and how you're, moving it forward. So if somebody wanted to get in contact with you, what would be the best way to do that?
The best way is they can contact me on my website, which is www.bradfordgroupmtg.com, or they can call me at 678-428-5589. And that is actually my direct line. If it's individuals that are literally seeking for assistance in getting to the next level, I prefer to talk directly with everyone.
I'm chuckling a little bit because of the texting world we live in, and sometimes people forget that yes, you could pick up the phone and actually talk to someone.
Yes.
So I wanted to go back to Diana again to ask her to just recap what's going on. I know you have the book is coming out, and there's a big event coming up in August. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, we're all excited. It's August 1st at Villa Woodbine in Florida, Coconut Grove. And Bill Hansen is catering the event. And he's also an author in the book, actually. He's supporting the program. And there's still tickets available. There's not a lot. It's for a small group. And it's a book signing. And to let the world know that Memories in a Mansion is here and ready to go.
Yay!
That really is exciting, Diana, because I know you've had this vision for a number of years. So it is wonderful. And I'm really happy, LaWanna, that you decided that it fit with your vision and the things that you were doing. So before I let you go, do you have any last things that you wanted to add to the conversation?
No, other than I think one key thing is Diana's is an example of persistence and perseverance. I believe that if anyone has a dream, has a goal, and you see that strategic partner or alliance that can help strengthen the direction that you're taking, don't give up. Keep knocking on that door, because sometimes you just need to say the right thing, or sometimes it's just that timing needs to align. So Diana, thank you so much for your persistence. I'm excited about what God has for you. I'm happy to be just a small part of the equation. And Tammy, thank you so very much for your time.
Oh, well, thank you too. So Diana, any last comments before I let you go?
I wanted to thank LaWanna. It wouldn't be complete without you. You're a strong, powerful woman, and you're a perfect example of what these women should grow up to be.
Oh, thank you.
Genuinely.
Thank you.
And my final words are, if you can make an impact in the life of one person, if you can, don't always look what you can get from someone. Don't, like the one philosophy, don't see what you can get, see what you can give, see how you can make someone's day. And you never know what will come back, because it does reciprocate.
Well, thank you to both of you, Diana and LaWanna. And again, everyone, the book coming out is Champions Mentoring Creates Change. And of course, memoriesinAmansion.org. You can go find out all about it by going to memoriesinAmansion.org. And the big unveiling and book signing is August 1st. So mark your calendar. And you can go to the Facebook page, Memories in a Mansion TM. TM stands for trademark. And you can sign up to go to that event. So everyone, thank you so much. This is Tammy Patzer. Go make it a beautiful day.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.